To some, I mean, but for others who were being honest knew that it was impossible for LeBron to carry this team, the team that took the floor last night, to a championship. You know, look, LeBron James is awesome. He's great, but he can't do it alone. You know, we know they didn't have AD, they didn't have Gasol, they didn't have Kuz, and it wasn't enough. You got a team, a red-hot team, probably the hottest team in the NBA right now in the Suns. They have something to prove. They haven't been to the playoffs in 10 years or so. And you have two guys who are on a mission to change that narrative right now. So they had to have this game. For them to elevate and go to another level, they had to have it. Yesterday I said, look, Nick, if LeBron don't drop 50, they're not going to win this game because he didn't have the help. So for them to win this game, LeBron had to drop 50. He dropped 38. He came up 10 points short, and that was the reason why, because he didn't have the help. So they need all the help they can get moving forward when they get healthy from these guys. Hopefully they can get healthy and they come back and they can actually contribute and help this boy out.
So I must admit, yesterday when Brandon said, if LeBron doesn't score 50, the Lakers can win, or the Lakers can't win, I'm glad I was off camera because I will admit, I rolled my eyes a bit. I was like, come on, man. That's such a ridiculous statement to make. He has to score 50 for them to win. But then he scores 38 and they lose by 10. And I'm like, well, 38 plus 10, that's 48. So technically, I guess he needed 49 last night for them to win. Brandon was absolutely right about last night's game. And I'll tell you the moment I knew the Lakers were in trouble. When the first guy off the bench was Jared Dudley, I said, oh, boy, this could be a long night for my Lakers. It's going to be a tough night. And I like Duds, and he's a great media guy, a great leader, but it shouldn't exactly be in your immediate rotation when you're fighting at the moment for the 2 seed in the Western Conference. With that said, Wilds, I do think a lot of this is concern trolling. Almost like concern cosplaying with the Lakers. Can they win the title without Anthony Davis? No. Now, I do think they could win the West without Anthony Davis. I do think they could beat the Suns in a series, the Clippers, and certainly the Jazz without AD. But in the finals, you would either need AD to guard Embiid, to guard Giannis, or you would need AD scoring to counteract the net. So I don't think they could win the championship without him, even though I think they could get there. But he's not going to be gone. Like, nobody thinks Anthony Davis is not going to be back shortly after the All-Star break. So is this a championship team without Anthony Davis?
I think Wilds thinks that.
Are they? So, Wilds, you think he's going to be gone for a long time? You think that Anthony Davis is going to be gone for a while?
I'm more nervous than you are, Nick.
No, that's right, Jenna. I like to consider myself an empathetic guy. I'm a little bit of a worrier. I'm concerned. I don't consider myself a Laker concerned troll. Just like when my grandmother worries about me, I say, Grandma, stop trolling me. Like, stop sending me emojis and, get off social media trolling me because you're worried. Here's why. Here's why. The Achilles scares me to death. It scares me to death. The Lakers have played 36 games. He's missed a third of them. In the last 8, Nick, they're 3-5. He's going to miss a few more after the break. He's probably going to miss 3 more, maybe come back against Charlotte. So the lack of the offseason, I know we don't talk about it enough. I think it's a major issue. And just think best case scenario. AD is not coming back from, a broken arm where it heals up and he's ready to go. I still think we're going to see minutes restrictions. I still think we're going to see load management. And I know that we had your list of teams. This is why I thought last night was interesting. You have to worry about Denver. You're saying you don't have to worry about the Jazz, even though they're fantastic. You're going to have to worry about the Clippers. Now you're going to have to worry about DeAndre Ayton in the middle. And Jared Dudley's not the answer. So if maybe I'm a concerned troll, so be it. I just think of myself being a nice guy, worried about
Wilds, here's what I think. I thought everyone on this show said before AD was missing time, but he was consistently listed with the Achilles or the calf injury. And in fact, I know for a fact, we had as a topic, what should the Lakers do with Anthony Davis? And every single person across the board said, be overly cautious. Rest him longer than you need to so he can be fully healthy. Now they're doing that, and you're like, oh, it worries me. Well, listen, the guy's got a sore Achilles.
Will he come back and contribute, though? He wasn't playing well. Yeah, he has a sore Achilles, but when he comes back, who are we getting? What AD are we getting, Nick?
Well, they had the best record in the NBA with him playing, even though he wasn't playing at an A+ level. So I think him coming back, they'll be just fine, Jenna.
So there's another little ring.